Well, today we're off on a journey. Just where are we going? We're heading to pecan country. We'll be driving out into the country. And what we're after? Well, we're after some pecans. You might not know this, but Alabama is one of 13 states that produces pecans. And we produce more than 59 million pounds of pecans a year, mostly on small family-owned farms. And I just happen to live not all that far from pecan country, and that's where we're going today. So y'all stay with us. We'll show you what we're up to. Now, if you keep an eye out, occasionally, like we just passed, you'll see some native pecan trees. They're spread all throughout these woods. Now, I guess we could venture out in the woods and see if we can pick up some of the wild ones. We may do that later this afternoon. All depends on what we find up here around Liberty City. That's where a lot of the pecan growers in my particular area are located at. We'll see what they got first before we grab some bags and head out into the woods. As you might be able to hear, you might be able to see on the trees, the wind's really picking up today. We've got Hurricane Michael coming up the Gulf. They say it's going to hit the coast of Alabama. Now, we're not too worried because we're in southeast central Alabama, about 125 miles from the coast. And they're saying it's going to hit the coast and then turn to the northeast, heading back up across the eastern states, Georgia and the Carolinas. We'll just have to see. We're keeping an eye on it. The wind is definitely breezy today. Okay, we're going to be heading up here towards Nagasauga. You might be familiar with Auburn. Auburn's the home of the Auburn Tigers, one of two of our leading college football teams here in the state of Alabama. You're either Auburn or you're Alabama. Crimson Tide. You may have heard of them. Roll Tide, baby. There's some pecan trees there on the right. Some more on the left. We're getting closer, folks. Just stay with us. Some more pecan trees here on the right. They're on the left too, all the way up and down this road. As you can see, some more there on the right. Like I said, they grow wild out in the woods around here. In fact, from what I was told, a little bit of research I did just to brush up on the subject, pecan's native tree to America. And it's native to this area. And we may go out later, out into the woods, see what we can come up with. If I do, I'll take you along with us. Okay, we're just starting to come into Liberty City. Now, it's not much of a city, folks. So I want you to look real close as we pass through. And there's the Pecan de Rosa. Because if we go too fast through it, you're gonna miss it. Other than a church or two and a small country store, about all that's left of it. At one time it was thriving, but now most of this land's been broke up in small private plots, mini farms, homesteads. The larger pecan plantations, which if you've been noticing all along the way, there's been pecan trees. That used to be the primary crop up here, pecan, and the second crop was cotton. The cotton's all but gone. Pecans still remain. Should be getting close. Hopefully they're open. Yep, there they are. Tommy King pecan. Not sure if they're open or not. We're gonna go in and see. Stay with us. Just a little shot there of that flag and pecan tree. So all, I guess you'd say that was a wasted road trip, but we tried. I have to let Danny and Wanda over at Deep South Homestead know this Saturday on their live stream that we did try, still not ready. But we'll be back in 2 weeks. We're gonna head it on back to the house. We'll take you along with us, and we still may go out into the big woods next to the house, about 4,000 acres or more, and see how the wild pecans are doing this time of year. My pecans have already fallen. Most of them were wormy. And what wasn't, the squirrels got them. So we'll return. Well, we might as well get some footage of the ride home. There's some more pecan trees. And some more. They're all along the side of the road. A lot of them are wild native Alabamian pecan trees. But I will tell you this, they're just as tasty as paper shell, Elliott, Cape Fear, and other varieties. When we get home, we're gonna get a couple of them old shopping bags. We're gonna head out to the big woods, because there's a lot of old native pecan trees out in that forest. I'm gonna see if any of them are ready. Try to make good on this promise I gave Danny down Deep Homestead. I told him I'd give him some pecans, and as you can see, I'm trying my best. I'm a man of my word. But if nothing more, I will definitely be back up here in 2 weeks. I'm gonna get them some pecans, because there ain't no better pecans than those from Alabama. You can trust me on that. Now I said cotton was all but gone. There's a small field of cotton right there on the right. It's just starting to bloom. Everything's late this year. Why? Because of the drought. This area hasn't got much rain at all since May. I know that all too well. I've carried water twice a day since the beginning of June. And I don't know how well you'll be able to hear this with all the wind and road noise. We're starting to get back into my home county. That'd be Tallapoosa County. We're going to come back on in to Carville here on Highway 14. I do believe anybody who has land has at least one, if not 2 or 3 pecan trees. You can see them as we pass by all these other home sites. That guy's got him a nice little fine orchard of pecans there. I thought about cutting mine down at one time. I only got 3. But they're lovely trees. They're probably about 40, 50 years old. I won't see a pecan tree that big grow on my place again in my lifetime. So I think I'll just keep them around. They don't require much work, little fertilizer. They're way too large to spray. So definitely, all my pecans, whatever the squirrels give me, the worms don't get, they're all natural. You can't beat that. Yeah, we're getting closer to the house. We're here in the small community of Hilltop. Next stop will be Carville, or what's referred to as Old Carville now. It was incorporated into Tallassee. Now it's known as East Tallassee, or as most of us know it, the other side of the river. Because when it comes to the city taking care of what side of the river they're going to take care of, it's going to be the west side before we get anything. It's always been that way. I guess it always will. Well, we're getting close now. Just about made it back home. That right in front of you is a children's park that I helped get put in by the city with a grant from the state park, or city. They wanted to put it on the west side, of course. And I finally convinced people to put it over here. We had the land. That was one of the few battles I've won with the city. We're going to turn on in here to the neighborhood. We're going to park the car. We're going to head on into the house, download what we took so far. See how it came out. I'm going to grab us a few shopping bags. Then we're going to head out into that big wooded area on past the cemetery. Now those woods there stretch all the way out, all the way to the Tallapoosa River and the Thurlow Reservoir. And that's where we'll be going to find those native pecans. And we're back home again, folks. We'll return. Now I want you to look at who's waiting for me as soon as I get home and open up the car door. Yep, it's Trix. Waiting in the driveway. That's just how she is. I leave, she waits. She's always right here when I return. Come on, Trix, you want to go for a ride? Do you? No, I crank up this car, she'll take off. I'm going to take it on in the house.